Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Cincinnati Reds. Who'll get the better of this compelling matchup? We'll find out next on MLB Network. Trevor Bauer is on the mound for the Reds in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Pride and joy of the UCLA Bruins, former #1 draft pick with the Arizona Diamondbacks. This guy has really found himself good fastball, and he's one of these guys that he's into the new metrics. He likes to see that spin rate and that carry on the four-seam fastball. Good fastball, 95 to 97. His curveball, though, might be his out pitch. It's a 12-6 straight down curveball. One of the top pitchers in the league right now.
And a good throw gets him one gone. Time now to look at the Diamondbacks starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matty, I'm excited to watch David Peralta play. This guy was one of 3 Silver Sluggers in the National League for outfielders. He can flat out rake. You get in that category, only 3 guys of all the outfielders in that league, that's pretty impressive.
So striding forward now, Willie Mays. 1 out, nobody on. Should be a picture-perfect afternoon for baseball. 78 degrees at first pitch. Another full count pitch on its way. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
In now, Eduardo Escobar. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Line toward right center. Irvin is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Christian Walker.
Stepping in, Christian Walker, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Mays leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And there he goes towards second. Strike taken, the throw. Not in time as he steals second. Well, that stolen base was about as bang as they come, and his show track demonstrates to us right here it was his top speed that really made all the difference. He's definitely got wheels, and they were on display there. The 1-2 pitch. Swing, and he pops him up. Olsen onto the grass. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 1 left for the Diamondbacks, and now the Reds will get their first opportunity. No score. Robbie Ray, a southpaw from Tennessee, is the man on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Digging in now, Jose Iglesias. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The 2-1. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Popped up. Walker moving to his left. He's got it 1 away. Time now for a look at the hometown Reds starting lineup card in this one. What's going to be the key for him today, Mark?
Well, Matty, you walk into this yard today and it's nothing but a hitter's park. But that can work against you at times. You have to stay within yourself. You can't just be turning and burning on everything. Stay within the game plan and know that a mistake doubles leaving this yard.
At the plate, Nick Senzel. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Bases are empty, one man out. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Marte is after it. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Batting third, the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
Into the box now, Eugenio Suarez. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
Now you could tell right there that curveball had some serious depth to it. That's what separates the good ones from the bad ones. That nasty spin rate, get that downward action. You even get a star player like this swinging at something in the dirt.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. Reds are down in order, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Ready now for the Diamondbacks. David Peralta. His numbers against Trevor Bauer. He's just 1 for 6. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. Line drive to left. And a dive in left, but he can't get it. It'll get by him toward the wall. And he'll get there as the Diamondbacks get a man into scoring position on the leadoff double.
Batting fifth.
You've got to applaud the effort there from the left fielder. It just didn't work out as the ball squirts by him, resulting in a double. That's the danger of leaving your feet in the outfield.
Stepping in now, Wilmer Flores. Back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. The throw home. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%. Not trying to do too much. Able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Into the box now, Nick Ahmed. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And that misses for ball 4, and it's 1st and 2nd now with nobody out.
Well, when you go with a slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
The pitcher, Robbie Ray, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Now the 1-1 pitch. Trying to give himself up here, but this is foul, so the runners will return. Flores over at second. Ahmed at first with no outs. And he pulls this one back in time. 2-2.
He's up in the zone a lot right now. Sometimes that can be effective, but I think you have to be careful with that, especially during a day game where the ball tends to carry a lot more.
Here now the 2-2. And a bunt attempt here with 2 strikes that'll get foul, so he'll become out number 1.
Time for a look at the Cincinnati Reds on D. And let's take a look at third baseman Eugenio Suarez, one of the more underrated players in our sport. Big time power from the right side, ability to crush a hanging breaking ball. Also soft hands at the hot corner. Very reactionary down there and a strong arm.
Standing in, Carson Kelly. And the low 80s slider is in there, and he's in control 1-2. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Dero, this Gary Simmons, he's the kind of umpire that pitchers really like to throw to.
Yeah, I'm okay with it, though, Dan. You want to go east-west, I'll make the adjustment. It's the north-south that'll kill you.
A 2-ball, 2-strike count to the Diamondbacks catcher. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
2 balls and a strike now. Two down, runners at first and second. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Irvin is in pursuit. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. Only 1 in the inning for Arizona. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Diamondbacks lead this one 1-0. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. The 1-1. Taken, strike 2. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Number 44.
And this team's lucky enough to have their Gold Glover play shortstop, the captain of the infield, and the offense knows if the ball's hitting his direction, you could pretty much take the right-hand turn and go back to your dugout. Not only the routine ones, but the highlight reel ones as well.
Now at the plate, Aristides Aquino. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, man. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Standing in now, Phillip Irvin. A ball and 2 strikes now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Smoked on the ground up the middle. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
You know, Dero, it's not always easy to hit in the day games. First 5 hitters, 5 up, 5 down. 6-hole hitter, though. He must have gotten a good night's sleep last night.
That's exactly where I was going, Dan. First 5 guys in the order looked like they were still asleep rolling out of bed. Those day games will creep up on you. 6-hole guy was locked and loaded.
Fastball just inside.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
To 2-2 now. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Line to the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Hey, nice job all around right there. He's able to get a head start, full count, 2 outs. You know he's going right there. Batter didn't come out of his zone, no. Drove a nice single into the outfield. Now we got runners on first and third.
In now, Tucker Barnhart. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. The 1-2 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Chasing after it is Mays. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Reds strand a couple. It remains 1-0. Up next for Arizona, Willie Mays, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Oh, it wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Here it is on 3-1. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Looked like he might have gotten squeezed a little bit right there, and you know he's talking to himself in his head about it. That kind of stuff goes both ways, though. Hitters get their fair share of crummy calls going against them, too.
Into the box, Eduardo Escobar. Popped him up. There to take it is the sure-handed Iglesias, 1 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Christian Walker.
Now at the plate, Christian Walker. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away.
And that's 2 free passes in the 3rd inning alone. So you have to wonder if maybe it's something mechanical or if it's just psychological. Got to get back on track here.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, David Peralta. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the 2nd out.
Now batting, second baseman, Wilmer Flores.
So 2 on with 2 away. And up next, the utility man, Wilmer Flores. And that misses. 2-1. Mays on second. Walker on at first with 2 down. Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, and the Diamondbacks have stretched their lead now to 4-0.
As soon as this thing left the bat, you knew it had the distance to get out of here. The only question was whether it was going to stay fair or not. And that question was answered with a resounding doink as it caromed off the foul pole for a homer.
Into the box now, Nick Ahmed. Ground ball right side. Senzel brings it in. Throw gets in there from short right field. A nice play, and that one ends the inning. But the Diamondbacks are up for 3 thanks to this 3-run home run. We played 2.5. It's now 4-0 Arizona. So digging in now, Trevor Bauer. The 1-2. Locks him up for strike 3.
I like how he worked him backwards for that strikeout there. He wasn't showing the fastball early in the at-bat, but then went back-to-back once he had the hitter down in the count.
Stepping in now, Jose Iglesias. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. Heading out toward shallow right. Mays sprinting after it. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Batting, number 15.
Ready for another chance? Nick Senzel. He flew out in his last at-bat. The 2-1 is in there for the second strike. He stays alive, still 2-2. The 2-2 one more time is laid off, and the count runs full.
With the meat of the order due up next, you can probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They trail here 4-0. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Torey Lovello about the Diamondbacks' offensive production, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Thank you, Heidi. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Robbie Ray. And basically anything here will look better than what happened in his first at-bat, which ended in his striking out on a bunt attempt.
Yeah, and he just straight up whiffed on that 2-strike bunt attempt. And not to be too critical, but it wasn't the best of looks either.
Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Standing in now, Carson Kelly. Up high, 2-1 now. 4 runs, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder, Ketel.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ketel Marte. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. The 1-1 home is looked at off the plate for a ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Hey.
2-1 pitch is a knuckle curve taken for a called strike 2. Popped him up. Suarez is there. And that ends the inning. Diamondbacks down in order, but they're in front 4-0. Digging in for his second at bat, Eugenio Suarez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's able to take the ball the other way here. High and deep to right center. Mays ranging back. A leap at the wall, but forget it. It's gone. A home run. Solo shot to right center. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
This one left the bat. I thought it was going to be an easy out to right, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and the right fielder gave it a great effort and almost brought it back, but no dice.
In now, Matt Olson. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now.
Now here's the pitch. Nip the corner. 2-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
The batter.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Into the box, Aristides Aquino. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Now the 2-1 pitch. Fouled off. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. He makes the throw to first. 2 down. Now with the plate, Phillip Ervin. A base hit in his first trip.
Irvin.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Easy there, big fella. 2-2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
Still 2-2. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
Hit in the air down the right field line. Mays is after it, but this will land untouched. 2 out, nobody on. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. The throw into second, but he'll be in there with a double.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting his baseball back.
Jesse Winker.
Into the box now, Jesse Winker. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Well, the shortstop's got him played perfectly as he takes this in for the 3rd out. Reds claw back just a bit on this solo home run. We played 4. It's the Diamondbacks 4 and the Reds 1. Stepping up to the plate, Willie Mays. He'll start off the 5th in this one. The 1-1. A dive and he knocks it down. On the recovery throw is in time to get the out at first. What a heads-up play.
The third baseman, number 5, Eduardo Escobar.
Into the box now, Eduardo Escobar. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiring right now. Still looks razor sharp from what I can tell, so I think he might last a while longer if he can keep this up.
So here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Christian Walker. The 2-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Winker moves over, and that retires the side. Nothing doing here this half. Last half of the 5th coming up. D-backs lead it 4-1. And back in Cincinnati as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Digging in, Tucker Barnhart. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Now the 1-1 pitch. Fouled away. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. High in the air out towards shallow right. Mays waits on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the pitcher, Trevor.
Freddie Galvis will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 3, Freddie Galvis.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner and foul, though it had the home run distance. And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Stepping in now, Jose Iglesias. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. Reds are down in order, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Lucas Sims takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Pitching for the Reds, number 39, Lucas Sims.
Digging in once again, David Peralta. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul.
You can tell his eyes lit up at the plate right there. He was not able to control his emotions, stay up the middle, and keep that one fair.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there, that backdoor slider. That's a very difficult pitch to throw, and particularly throw for a strike. Just missed that outside corner right there, but a good pitch and a tough take there by the hitter.
Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Now batting, second baseman,
Wilmer Flores will step toward the box here, and as he does, we flash you back to inning number 3 as you check out his 3-run home run, a big blow early on. Sixth inning, 4-1 is our score. And it's fouled away. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
They talk about having a day. How about 3 at-bats, 3 knocks? Not a bad day, D-Row.
We used to say in the big leagues on the bench, anybody can get 2. Can you get 3? And if you get 3, who's on the hook for 4?
Standing in now, Nick Ahmed takes this the other way to right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
now batting, the pitcher, Robbie Ray.
Ready for another shot now, Robbie Ray. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And a ball and 2 strikes to the Diamondbacks pitcher. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Flores, the runner at first with 2 gone. Open to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Lifted down the line in left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Arizona, but they lead it 4-1. Ready now for Cincinnati, Nick Senzel. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently. The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2. And now some action in that Arizona bullpen, as it looks like they'll have both a lefty and a righty up to throw. Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Yanked on the ground down the line. But this is going to be a foul ball, as that keeps things at 2-2. Here's another 2-2. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Peralta going back to the track, to the wall. Gone! It's a solo home run for Nick Senzel, and the Reds get a touch closer here. It's now a 4-2 score.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Into the box, Eugenio Suarez. 3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Line drive to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense can come back to bite you. As a pitcher, were you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Roll. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out swinging the bat.
The 1-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
Into the box now, Aristides Aquino. 3-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
He's really racked up the strikeouts in this one. And this guy's been victimized 3 times already today. He and this lineup are clearly having a really tough time picking him up.
Stepping in now, Phillip Ervin. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that's through for a hit. Marte has it.
The left fielder, number 33, Jesse Winker.
Now the Diamondback skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the 2 runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score. Number 45 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Number 45.
Jesse Winker will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Well, he's a
Now
youngster.
batting,
You can see
catcher,
he's a little
Tucker.
nervous out there. Some people call it butterflies, but to him it probably feels like pterodactyls are flying around in his gut. Going to be interesting to see if he can settle down here.
So coming to the plate, Tucker Barnhart, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here's the 1-1. Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
The 2-1 pitch. In there, 2-2. The set and the 2-2. Hit in the air out to left field. Peralta is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases loaded jam by giving up just 1 run. Reds claw back just a bit on this solo home run. The 9 1-2 hitters due up to start the 7th. It's the Diamondbacks 4 and the Reds 2. Back here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. We're on to the 7th with the Diamondbacks out in front. And before we get the inning underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Michael Lorenzen is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Now pitching and batting in the 7th spot, number 21, Michael Lorenzen. Now playing lefty and batting 9.
Into the box, 17. Carson Kelly. He went down on strikes last time up.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
3 balls and a strike to Carson Kelly.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. And this will get all the way to the wall now.
Managers these days like to think of that 9-hole hitter as the second leadoff man, and he plays the role pretty well right here. Gets the leadoff double, and now he gives the real leadoff man a chance to bring him home.
Standing in now, Ketel Marte. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. Three balls, 1 strike to Ketel Marte. Line towards center field. Ehrman is there, and he has it for the first out.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, the right fielder, Willie Mays.
Striding in once again, Willie Mays. A hit in 2 tries so far. Working for the punch out and the offering. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at bat going. Ready with another 2-2. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
And the indication from the dugout comes, it looks like they're going to put him on intentionally, so that'll set up the double play possibility with 1 away.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Eduardo Escobar standing in. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Kelly at second. Mays is over at first with 1 away. Two and 2 count. Here it comes. This is line to left. And this is going to wind up as extra bases, as that'll play 1 for sure and maybe a second. And this will add on to their lead. It's now a 5-2 ball game.
Yeah, in a game like this, every run matters, and that RBI pushes the lead to 5-2, which almost feels insurmountable here late in this game. We'll see, though, if that's the case.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Christian Walker. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
Well, tough to say if that was their intention or not, but it's not the worst thing that could happen. A force at every base now, so there are a lot of ways to get out of this.
So bases are loaded. Nowhere to put him with 1 away. And up next, the outfielder David Peralta. Now the 1-1 pitch. Oh, that's well hit. Deep center field. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one, as this is now a 7-run ball game. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, how about D-Row? This is one of the better ballparks to hit it in the world. A great American ballpark in Cincinnati. Ball flies out of this place.
Great American small park. We used to watch guys like Adam Dunn and Jay Bruce hit monster bombs in this yard. I'm not surprised at all with what we saw today.
Kevin Gossman comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Into the box, Wilmer Flores. This is skied into short left center. Irvin giving chase. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Nick Ahmed.
Digging in, Nick Ahmed. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Soft grounder left side. Suarez fields it cleanly. Throw on to first will finally retire him as the inning will draw to a close. So they put up a big number in the inning as 5 crossed the plate. And this was the biggie here, the grand slam home run. Last chance coming up here for the Reds. It's the D-backs 9 and the Reds 2. So striding in, number 17. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. And that misses ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. He's 0 for 3 so far, so he hasn't done much to help at the top of the lineup. Nobody out, runner on first. In there, 1 and 2 now.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
Count still at 1 and 2.
Hey, if he's going to offer at a fastball above the zone, why don't you just continue to climb the ladder? Don't be shocked if he goes even higher with this next pitch.
And here's a slider, strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
That's what you call clipping the outside corner. Great movement on that slider, and it completely locked up the hitter. Didn't fool the umpire, though.
Into the box now, Nick Senzel. Hit hard on the ground to the right. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Dan, if they're going to crack through, this has got to be the opportunity they've been looking for right here. They've had a ton of hits, a ton of people on base, but no one has been able to come up with that big knock.
Well, you know what, Dero, this pitch has kind of worked around trouble the entire time so far. Another inning brewing right here. Let's see if they can't get a big hit here right here and bust through in this one.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And he misses with that one, ball 4, and that's going to load the bases now with still only 1 away.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Matt Olson, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. Now the 1-1 pitch. Count is 1-2 now.
The Reds have been searching for that big hit all game long. Let's hope they can get it. They're starting to run out of time. It's about time for something to happen.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. 1 run is scored. The runner scores from second, and they inch a little bit closer. It's now a 9-4 ball game.
Number 44.
And that's a base hit right there on a hanging 2-strike changeup.
And that's one we like to call a hanger right there. You see it high, you let it fly. Nice job by the offensive player.
Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Matt Andrees enters from the bullpen, hoping to get the final 2 outs and put this one into the win column.
Number 35, Matt Andrees. Now playing shortstop and batting 8th, number 9.
In now, Aristides Aquino. Now a shot sent off to the right side, but foul. The runners are at first and third, 1 away. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
The center fielder, number 6, Phillip.
That'll bring in Phillip Urban, trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Suarez, the runner at third. Olson at first, 1 gone. Fly ball out toward left center field. Marte on the move, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And he's in there safely as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Bases loaded, and he was looking to drive them all in the second he stepped into the box. Puts a big swing on this thing, and the ball just gets down to the wall, allowing everyone to come around and score. He'll take a 3-run double every day of the week.
Derek Dietrich will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 22, Derek Dietrich.
And he fouls this one off. 1 out and a runner on second base. And a breaking ball down and in here as he's got to hop out of the way there. Tucker Barnhart, who represents the possible go-ahead run here, waits in the on-deck circle. Now the payoff pitch home. And he lays off ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
T.J. McFarland comes on here looking to get the final 2 outs and earn the save. Tucker Barnhart will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. Now the 1-1 pitch. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Two balls and 2 strikes to the Reds catcher. Still only 1 out in the inning. one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2. Number 17 looks like he'll get a second shot here in the inning. He waits on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. He's set, and the payoff pitch. And another foul ball. The next 3-2. He spoils another one, and will do it again. Rounded down the third baseline. Oh, but it's a wide throw to second, and they can't get the out. And he'll make it to third safely, so your tying run is 90 feet away with only one gone.
Well, definitely should have been a 2-ball there, but you got to get one first. Got under the feed to second and just sailed it. Could be a costly mistake.
Now at the plate, number 17. And we'll see what he can do with the tying run at second, the potential winning run at first with one away. One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are two gone.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook.
The batter,
Listen,
number 4.
for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
Number 37 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching. Ready now, Jose Iglesias. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Strike two, swinging just out in front of the slider.
Man, I know this feeling, how frustrated this hitter is right now. We used to have a saying in the dugout, don't be that guy. When everybody's getting hits, don't be the guy that takes the offer. But you got to zone up. You can't be chasing.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The Reds down to their last strike. Fouled off.
Hey, great job just to be able to foul that one off. In today's game, that's what we're seeing. North-south. Pitchers want to elevate, want to get you out above the zone or below it.
Ready with the 1-2. And that misses 2-2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
And he struck him out, and the ball game is over as they get the possible tying run over to third, but can't get him across.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
A close one, 9-8 at the end of the game in this one. The Diamondbacks took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Robbie Ray earns the victory on the mound. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon: for the victorious Diamondbacks, 9 runs on 8 hits, 1 error. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 19 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
It's time for baseball on MLB. Trevor Bauer gets the start for Cincinnati in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Pride and joy of the UCLA Bruins. Former #1 draft pick with the Arizona Diamondbacks. This guy has really found himself. Good fastball. And he's one of these guys that he's into the new metrics. He likes to see that spin rate and that carry on the four-seam fastball. Good fastball, 95 to 97. His curveball, though, might be his out pitch. It's a 12-6 straight down curveball. One of the top pitchers in the league right now.
And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
And that misses, ball 4. So a good battle to begin the ball game today, but the leadoff man will reach first anyway.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Stepping up now, Willie Mays. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. Now a throw over to first, and the runner back easily. And boy, that misses as well. It's back-to-back walks to start out the inning.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
Eduardo Escobar standing in. His numbers against Trevor Bauer. He's got 3 base hits in 20 at-bats. He's gone down on strikes 8 times as well. Fouled away. Now the 3-2 pitch. Ground ball, foul down the left side. Once again a 3-2. Liner in there for a base hit. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
To say this game has not started the way the pitcher wanted it to would be an understatement, to say the least, but he can't worry about the mistakes he made here. He just has to get himself out of it. Easier said than done as the cleanup man steps in next.
At the plate, Christian Walker, and a golden opportunity here to give his guys the lead with 3 men aboard. Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? And he popped him up. And that's in there. Base hit. 1 run scores. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Hey, one of the things you want to do, Dior, is strike early, and they've done just that with a big hit driving in 2.
Yeah, Dan, great to grab an early lead right there, especially when you could throw up a crooked number for your pitcher.
Stepping in now, David Peralta. Boy, not close again. His third walk of the inning as that misses for ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Standing in, Wilmer Flores. And now the Diamondbacks look to push more across in the opening frame. Inside and low, 2-1.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. The catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. Now the relay home, and he is safe at the plate, and the lead is now 3-0.
One of the things you want to do as an offense, right, is stay fundamental and keep pushing. A great job there. Sac fly pushes the third run across in this inning.
Stepping in, Nick Ahmed. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here. On the ground to the right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third. So they're loaded now with only one away.
The pitcher, Robbie Ray.
So here now's the pitcher, Robbie Ray. And he's got a shot to open up an even greater lead if he can get something into the outfield. Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Hey, that's a huge pitch for him right there. He's been struggling early. If he's able to get any feel on his secondary stuff, he might be able to hang around a little bit.
And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now. With that, the batting order for the visiting Arizona Diamondbacks. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, you better be careful when dealing with that 5-hole hitter. This guy was one of 3 silver sluggers in the National League for outfielders. He can flat out rake. You get in that category, only 3 guys of all the outfielders in that league, that's pretty impressive.
Coming to the plate now, Carson Kelly. 3 runs already home here. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Gary Simmons.
You know, D-Row, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't give him away. If you're going to stay east-west, you better pick one side.
And it's fouled away.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
2-2. Here it is. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Walker at third. Peralta over at second. Ahmed at first. 2 out in the inning. And he fouls this one off. Here's the payoff pitch. And another foul ball. Drilled down the line, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Bases are loaded here. 2 down. But pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. So all in all, they're fortunate to give up just 3 in the inning as they wind up escaping the bases loaded jam. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Diamondbacks 3, the Reds coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The 1-2. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And he will make the catch while ranging backward as he just put the glove up and hauled it in for the first out. For the moment here in Cincy, let's take a glance at the Reds starting lineup in this
15.
one. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup in a daytime home contest.
Well, Matt, I'm looking for someone to step up right now. Down 3 runs, someone's going to have to hit a gapper with runners in scoring position. It all starts with the leadoff guy. Find a way to execute and get himself on base. See if they can get a rally started and get back in this.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and that'll bring up Nick Senzel. Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the second out.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook. Listen,
Batting
for almost
third.
everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big
go.
one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
Now batting, Eugenio Suarez. Lifetime numbers against Robbie Ray. 2 hits in 7 tries. He's taken him deep once. To 2-2 now.
Now this pitcher's feeling the flow right now. 2 outs in the first inning. He's got really nice mechanics working right now. Blew that fastball right by him.
The 2-2. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. 2 out, nobody on. Again, he sends it out of play. Shin high fastball that time, ball 3.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They trail in this one 3-0.